Hey everyone, welcome back to Redditly. Today's video is titled Pregnant Wife Cheated. Please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future upload from us. Let's get right into it. My wife and I have been married for 3 years and have a 2-year-old son, with a very recent pregnancy, 10 weeks, for our next baby. We both work from home and have been locked down for the past year almost, so living and seeing each other every day, none of which I am complaining about. I actually love being with the family. There are other stressors in my life though. I have low self-esteem, I stress about money, I stress about my extended family health, I stress about my job, but I try not to let any of this affect my family life, at least with my son. My wife is fully aware of the stress I feel though. I have expressed I am stressed enough times and I accept most of it cannot be changed at this time, COVID. My wife and I are open with each other on everything, at least I thought, and we both have our faces registered for unlocking each other's phones, Face ID. I had full trust in her and never once doubted anything she was doing on her phone, no matter the hour or even lack of response while she was on social media. I let her have it because I fully trusted her. Cut to the last week, I was just bringing her phone from another room. The phone was lying down flat and I turned the screen to face me like I generally do, expecting to see her home screen pic for our son. Instead, it opened to her phone gallery and I found some barely clothed pics and one incriminating one of her lying down and slightly pulling her underwear. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing and handed her the phone, but it was killing me and I had to confront her, to ask what those pics were. This is where the lies start. Her first response was to just say, I want to feel good about myself before I get the bump from pregnancy. I called BS on that and said, you don't pick pics of those poses for that. She confessed that she was sending them to someone, but that's all it led to. I didn't want to know who or how it happened. I was coming to just process everything. I chose to ignore it for the day, mostly because I was in shock and also had to take care of our toddler. I was distant the whole day, not wanting to be with her. I wanted space. I browsed Reddit, Quora, any forum for any info or advice that night. I had no one to talk to and nowhere to go in lockdown. I barely slept and the next day I demanded to know who it was. Turns out it was a guy from work and they had been using their work team's chat to communicate. I asked her how far it went and she said just the pictures, nothing more. I suspected more BS and then asked to see the chats on Teams and now Instagram. She was hesitant. She didn't want to show me in fear of not wanting to hurt me. Yeah, I know, I should have called it. I was getting more upset, but just wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But I told her I cannot continue until I see the messages. She gave more excuses, not wanting to hurt me, but I was beginning to see a pattern. The next day was a work day, and because we share an office in our house, I could see a few times she was furiously typing away on a Teams chat. No guesses who it was. I confronted her after work, and she still did not want to show the messages. I gave up and I told her to see this, otherwise we are separating. She came to me the following day and confessed that she had lied. They did meet twice, and the last time was a week earlier when they all did was kiss. I got incensed. How could she? I knew they didn't just kiss, and compounded her with all trickle truths. It was even crazier to think I'd believe that. I demanded then and there, show me the chats. I knew she had deleted the messages on Instagram and the slimy affair partner was trying to purge his chat messages. The sheer volume of messages was telling. I was reading messages for a whole 2 hours, going back 3 months. It started off flirty, then crossed the line becoming S-charged, even expressing how they would F each other. He was pining for him in the chats, and what was the worst was that they both stated that they were doing was wrong, but continued with it. Now we're in a lockdown here, so we can't really go out except for groceries, etc. Yet these two decided their escapade was worth enough to forego the lockdown and our marriage. We've been fighting every day since. I don't think she's remorseful. Even though she says she is becoming headstrong, suggesting that she also has her feelings and she doesn't have to live like this. By this, I mean me looking through her phone now, not trusting her. She blames the affair on me not being intimate with her, not giving her the attention she needs. I tell her she has broken me and thrown away our marriage, but she wants me to go through it so we can mend the relationship. Writing this down, it feels like I am being a chump and taking all of this. Maybe I am weak. but I am scared for how our children will be. I love them so much. We have marriage counseling in 2 days. I am bracing myself for the criticism from her, and if she uses that as an excuse for what she did. I need some guidance on what to do. Should we separate? I am afraid I am not that financially stable to endure it, and we have a baby going to be born soon. How can I build trust when she's gaslighting? Sorry if this is long, I have no other outlet for my grief. The first comment says, separate from her right now for at least a month. Expect that the unborn baby isn't your baby and don't sign this birth certificate until you have proof, DNA test, that the child is yours. Go to a doctor and get tested for STDs. Please don't drink alcohol or take drugs. They won't help you. Your wife made a decision against your marriage. While you had your problems, you never allowed them to put your marriage at risk. She, on the other hand, had to make a decision to either protect your marriage or have an affair. She made her decision. The affair was more important to her than your marriage. If you can, then find out who the guy is and if he's married as well. Then inform his wife. Talk to a lawyer and find out what your options are. According to how your wife is acting, it doesn't seem like she is remorseful or regrets what she did. So expect that this wasn't her first affair, and if you stay with her, then this also wasn't her last one. She isn't showcasing one bit that she's still interested in this marriage or wants to fight for it. She is only interested in putting the blame on you. Get a DNA test for your first kid as well. Talk to your friends and family about what she did and don't bottle your emotions up, let them out. Cry when you are sad and punch a pillow when you get angry. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. The second comment says, we've been fighting every day since, I don't think she's remorseful, ... She isn't. She blames the affair on me not being intimate with her, not giving her the attention she needs. Your wife is not a candidate for reconciliation. Do not stay for the kids, you can co-parent. 2 separate households are better than one miserable one. If your wife isn't cheating on you, then she will be fighting you and blaming you for her poor choices. If the other man is married, expose the affair to his wife. If they work together, expose the affair to their employer. Expose the affair to your family and friends. Why? She is already trying to cast all the blame on you. She will tell anyone and everyone that will listen in her social circle that your cheating was all your fault. Get a voice-activated recorder or 2. Keep one with you. These are to guard against false allegations of abuse. Do not underestimate your spouse or what she is capable of. How can I build trust when she's gaslighting? Answer, you can't. DNA test the kids. You don't know how far down the rabbit hole this goes. Get tested for STDs. The third comment says, she is gaslighting you. Please do not let her accusation on what you haven't done overtake what happened. Confront that. She didn't come to you first to say that she was feeling neglected. Bring this into counseling, that she says she wants to make it work but even won't take responsibility for what she's done to you or your family. And what will that mean for your children? She wanted external gratification, and by choosing that, she chose herself over her family and you. If the therapist sides with her, I would point out that validating her affair will only lead to separation, as how are you supposed to heal if she won't take the steps necessary to healing your trust? She is still talking to this guy, so what does that say as well? As in, said so many times here, if she was truly sorry about what she did, you wouldn't have had to pull it out of her. She would have confessed herself. She didn't. She's guilty. She got caught. I would say quite strongly to bring her into reality so she knows how bad this situation is. Divorce or change. She may say you have to change too, but I would say that's your business. Right now, she has to take the steps she needs to build trust with you again, and you don't see this working out. That's why you feel like a chump, because she's twisted this around to be your fault, and you took it. She has the power right now. Talk to a lawyer no matter what happens. Get a post-nup or talk to your lawyer about a post-nup. You are in a crap show right now, but you need to protect yourself.